All right, and welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a nice break, got a chance to get a glass of water, refresh your brains as we move into our second match of the day. And it's a big one. It's going to be Nebula versus FireLordEthan in the quarterfinals of this cup.
Yeah, and it's going to be quite an exciting one. I'm actually I don't have no idea who's going to win this one. While the previous one, Astatine Effect, was maybe the favorite one there to win. Here, I actually have no idea. I don't know who's going to win, so it's going to be interesting for sure.
Well, we'll start with the draft. We'll see what insights we can glean from here. We'll just walk through it quickly. Nebula's going to ban Ballroom first. Ethan bans Ballroom and doubles Modern, so we'll start off on Modern once again. Nebula doubles Courtyard and bans Pub. Ethan bans High Rise and singles Library. Nebula singles Veranda and Tayen. Ethan singles Aqua and bans Terrace. And then Nebula bans Balcony, meaning our decider is Infinite Gallery.
Yeah, interesting ban from Nebula at the start. Ballroom. That's not generally a venue he bans. So I'm curious as to what decided. FireLordEthan does usually single Ballroom, so maybe Nebula just didn't want to play Ballroom. That's fair. And then FireLordEthan goes with their standard ban of Redwoods as the start. And then just some relatively standard picks and bans: Modern, Courtyard, Library, Veranda. We're gonna see some big venues today.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking looking at this. I mean, we look at Modern, especially like Modern Library, Veranda, and Aquarium. Like these are venues that are big open expanses. Some have more occlusion than others, but from the spy side, you can't get a lot done super quickly on those venues. Pacing is a lot more important. Whereas you look at things like Tayen, that's less true. But if you look at some of the venues that are gone, High Rise, even Terrace to some extent, Redwoods for sure, that's a place where there's high mission density. So it'll be interesting to see how the spies work with these large venues and how they try to keep mission pace going. All right, well, Gabby, you said you had no idea who was going to win, so of course I have to ask you for your prediction.
No, you don't. I
All right,
just
well, we'll
said I
get
have no idea.
All right, we'll get into the games. Well, let's go over to the first game. FireLordEthan is starting off on the spy side on Modern, playing as Wheels for a ticket into the semifinals. And let's get into it in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, we had a glass in hand. We also didn't take control immediately, so that was not a bug we could have taken. But without that glass, well, it was a possibility.
I like this entry into conversation. It made me feel very good, and we will get a white flirt to start things off, so 34%. We have a big pile up at bar. I'm sure we're paying close attention to that. We also have some statue visitors, bookcase visitors. This is an active party in the first 30 seconds of this game. Ambassador leaves a printed statue as well.
We're going to take our last sip, and I think we're going to move out for windows, interestingly enough. Maybe for some
We
time
have to be
at...
like bottom quarter in terms of activeness on this party. We do get the time ad completely off screen, and it is green, so I think that's going to be pretty free for Ethan. Nebula's going to have to snipe for 45 more seconds.
We're going back for our ST here, another flirt. It's going to be another white, but we don't mind it too much. We'll just have to be close to our ST for the next flirt. In the meantime, we've got time. So we can just look at this party and assess what exactly we want to do.
Pearls has an inspect and a briefcase now. Salmon wasn't able to get it and walks off to the window. So 68% flirt. We can sit here and do another one, but actually at this point, I'm thinking Ethan might be looking around trying to find someone to frame.
Yeah, either way, whether we find someone to frame or not, we've got time to figure it out. Double Agent's not going to be joining our conversation for a little while, so I think we're just going to be standing here for timer flirt for now.
Pearls goes back to the same statue again. Meanwhile, we finish our flirt. There are 2 statue prints available on the venue right now, one of which has been there for a long, long time, and we still have a lot of activity at bars. So Ethan has a lot of options and is going for that print on the left statue. That's been there, I think, for well over a minute.
Yeah, we're going to be able to pick that up and maybe go for that fabled inspect fingerprint third and fourth missions. We don't pick up the second inspect, but that's fine. We've got another set of 2 statues on the other side. We've got 2, in fact. And are we just going straight for it? No, we're going to our conversation first.
Okay. Yeah, there is a print on that rightmost statue on that side, so that is an option for us. The conversations are pretty full, actually. But we don't take an opportunity to try to fake. The double agent's nowhere near us. And yes, we do pick up the second print and our inspects, presumably.
Yeah, I hope we. Yeah, we're just shot for it. Yeah.
And that's it. Nebula knows.
If you know where the fingerprints are, yeah, you're a dead spy. That's for sure.
It is, I mean, it is tough going for double fingerprint inspect. You know, it's aggressive, to say the least. But you have to do something.
What if the AI did it, though? It could happen. Either way.
All right, well, let's see what Nebula has for us on the spy side of Modern, playing as Queen in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Both players not taking immediately control, which is interesting. They maybe don't want to be into the time of chaos shenanigans too much. But we're going to go for a white flirt here.
Nebula's being shameless about this. I mean, into conversation, practically staying on top of our ST. Very quick talk for the flirt. I mean, that's the way you've got to go sometimes. Got to be a little fearless. Ambassador's nearby, but not really close enough. And lasers all over it anyways. So 345, we have a white flirt in, and that's what we get to start with.
Yeah, Ambassador's going to get kicked out anyway. There you go. We were slightly too far for a standing bug. That wouldn't have worked out anyway. But we've got a bit of time to figure it out. SDA is in a conversation, so our DA is definitely not going to join, but they're in another conversation anyway. We might be eyeing it, or we can just time a flirt.
Yeah, looks like we will. This one will be green. So 85%. And that's all we've got so far as we head over to Bookcase. Bookcase.
I wouldn't mind doing something with this book. Maybe taking it out for a minute or two. You don't have to put it back in another bookcase, but you could.
Yeah, those are the options. We're going to take it out way out here to Windows. Time that's possible.
Laser's on the other side. We could go for an animation transfer, but we don't. We're just going to go to another window. We want to say hi to the sniper.
So very different playstyles so far from Ethan and Nebula. Nebula, they appear to be taking their time a little bit more than Ethan did. And we do get the time add. It's a white test as we move back in for our last flirt.
No, does not work out. We weren't aggressive enough this time. ST leaves us. We're going to have to do something else in the meantime.
Yeah, you hate to see it. But we have this book. You have to imagine at this point that it's going to be going somewhere that's not exactly where it belongs. And that will put us on much better pace in terms of missions. We have flirt almost done. We can do contact and then just find one more.
Yep, we still don't have a mission completed though. 2 minutes and a half. We did have that time ad, which helps immensely. Otherwise, we'd be quite short on time now. We're not doing much though. We're just eyeing the party. We're not really happy with what's happening. Most people are in a conversation, but our DA is in another one. We don't want to join a conversation. That would take too long. And yeah, we're just waiting. We do go in another
Here we go. Time for the transfer. 2 minutes on the clock. And no shot yet from Ethan, so we're not immediately dead. We still have quite a bit to get done. But no indication that there's a whole lot of heat for this as we move in for ST and Inspect.
Fingerprintable as well. Did not know that. That's good. We could go for a silent game. I don't necessarily recommend it. I think this is very good just to have our options. If we can find another fingerprint, we can go for that. If we don't, we can just go for an inspect. And then we can have contact as our fourth mission.
I love a partial inspect full fingerprint finish. That's just the best. But I don't know where there's another print available. Certainly not here at Bar.
The Ambassador hasn't been moving that much. They're way out there. Now they're coming in. We're going to pick up a delegate. We're just opening up our options here, which I like. doing the same kind of cheese here, just getting that delegate and then leaving. And we've got a minute to figure out whether we want to finish with contact fingerprint, inspect contact, or delegate. We've got options.
This is modern and we have 45 seconds left. So if we don't take the contact now, there's a decent chance we never get to. So we're in conversation with a bunch of lowlights, and we will delegate to one of them. That could be dangerous. And the shot immediately from the stop talk. Ethan was all over us for that delegate. It's not going to come off, and the snipers split the first pair.
How visible was that? Oh yeah, we didn't wait for animation to finish, sadly. So we were still just on the ending of the animation, and so there was a slight stutter when we talked. And stop talked, obviously. So unfortunately, we get shot for it.
All right, well, we move into our second pair. Ethan, again, on his double of Modern, playing as Alice. In 3, 2, 1, playing it. We're gonna try to squeeze. No, that's not how you do that. It's fine. Everything's fine. We'll just go somewhere else.
It probably wasn't noticed. It's time of chaos. We're going straight to the sniper. It's fine. We're just showing the sniper, hey, nothing happened. Jedi move.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with the start. I, to be honest, would love to see a couple time ads on this game, just because on Modern it opens your options up so much, because double agents and the ambassadors can take a long, and the ST, frankly, can take a long time to get somewhere where you want them to be. Much more so than something like Library, for example.
There's so much space on Modern. It's you just have to walk a lot. It's similar to Veranda in that regards, because you can go from one side of Veranda to the other, but here it's just kind of square in the meantime. So your options are generally a straight line.
Our ST leaves, our ST comes back.
It looks good for us though, because it means we didn't go to our ST. Well, we did, but we didn't flirt in time. In the meantime, though, we've got 3 minutes. Only 34% on flirt, which is not great, but it's okay for now. We're just going to try and figure out what our third and fourth missions are.
This is so far a very different game from Ethan than we saw in game one. But also, the party has been a little bit drier, so that may have something to do with it. We're waiting for an opportunity to find our moment.
I think we're just going to timer flirt here, analyze what the party's doing. There's a fingerprint up bar. We're just letting the sniper get some. Double agent joins us, actually. It's not the greatest conversations, and I don't think we're looking for it. Nope. But we do get the flirt off and immediately leave.
Yeah, we're going to try to pick up this fingerprints and this inspect. This is the kind of thing that got us shot in game one, but of course, won't happen just yet. Statue goes down. That bar print, I think, is still available, and we're headed in that direction.
We're going to do the exact same thing. I dare you to shoot for my double fingerprint again. Oh, here we go,
Well,
though.
there's no shot, but there is the highlight. So I think it's bad news bears for Ethan at this point. 100 seconds left, one mission done.
We're going to finish flirt here, get our second mission. Contact is a possibility. Right now, there's quite a few people in conversation. I actually probably would have preferred going for contact first, because now there's a lot of movement happening. But we do finish the flirt at the very least.
We have the delegate available, so it could be a delegate contact finish. We can contact during the take, try to distract that way. I'm not sure Nebula is going to be distracted by something like that, though. We do leave, we head towards the double agent. This is coming up, ready to go. There's the green contact. Let's see what happens. Are we going to be distracted by this? Low lights are coming off. We're in mission countdown. I don't know if this is known. 6 seconds, and Ethan may be pulling off the win with that delegate. We have to shoot now, and then low lights come off, but it's too late. Fingerprint perhaps not known, but Ethan will take the first spy win of the series, going up 3-1 on his double.
I'm surprised there's no shot, actually, because if you saw the purloin, which seems like it given, no, maybe not, but I think we saw the purloin, then you don't shoot when you hear banana bread at the same time? That's surprising to me.
And it
But
reminded
yeah,
me very much of the shot that we saw on Ballroom in the previous series, where we had a swap, purloining contact all come off within about 3 seconds of each other. It's a lot of pressure on the sniper to try to process that much information so quickly. I feel like almost if two of those things happen, you can take the shot. Three of them theoretically gives you more information, but makes it harder to take the shot, and that can be a problem here. And excuse me, we're not 3-1, we're 2-1. We're not done with Modern just yet. Kind of jumping the gun there because Nebula gets a chance to spy on Modern to try to even it back up with a spy win. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
wow, we're not even taking control for a very long time. This is surprising.
Big
This almost
Astatine library
never
vibes.
happens. Okay, we're just not taking control at all. One of the first few games I see of at such a high level where we don't take control. Usually they want to take control because you act better as an AI yourself, but there are some anti-tails obviously that could happen that might get you low lit in the first 2 minutes of the game before you take control.
Nebula's taking a trip to Japan here. We leave conversation, try to find somewhere to go, and you know what? We're fine. This is fine.
For those unaware, trip to Japan refers to how Hummus played a SpyParty in a tournament, and their opponent, I believe, did not take control for the whole game. And Hummus shot anyway, and so lost the game. And the prize for winning that game would have been a trip to Japan, so they didn't get to do it. We did take control though here.
Yeah, we do get the green flirt. We're at bar. Party has still been pretty dry, actually, to be honest. So Nebula maybe was hoping that that AI control period would be a chance to get some heat on someone else. You know, we've got Queen over at Statue of the Briefcase, but other than that, I haven't seen a lot of people that I particularly hate at this point.
Yeah, sadly, maybe Nebula was banking on low light, but we weren't doing much as our AI here. We were just hanging out in a conversation, so I think we took control. It's not necessarily bad to AI control for a little bit, as long as it's not too long. And we're still going to try and finish our missions. We've got a little bit of time. It's fine. We've got a delegate purloin in our pocket. We're just trying to get that off, and we'll see.
Yeah, we hit our 2 green flirts, so that's always nice to see. We do have to hit the purloin soon if you want to get any value out of it. We're going to a conversation near bar, which will help. There's an SDA here, and we delegate to Sorry, who heads over to bar.
I think we wanted to go for a contact. Unfortunately, our SDA here, our DA here, has left the conversation for a briefcase, so that's not going to work out. Instead, we're going to go to statues.
Purloin is seen. Here comes some lowlights. Okay, here comes one lowlight. Highlighted to Sorry, but I don't think there's any clue that we're in this. As a swap comes off, we have a white swap happening. And it's completely invisible at this point. We haven't
Fuck.
seen it, and now Ambassador's bugging a little bit. It's now visible, but I don't know if it's been noticed. A couple more highlights come off, but a minute 30 on the clock. All we need is a contact to finish this game. We enter conversation with the double agent. This could all be over in the next 10 seconds.
As long as we don't take it, it's not going to be over in the 10 seconds, but we we could. I think we're just waiting for the opportunity. If we're not dead right now, we might be dead for the contact anyway, so we might as well wait for the best contact we can get. Waiting long is dangerous though. If our DA leaves here, I don't know what the plan is.
Banana bread.
It's green. We're in mission win countdown. We have not finished inspects, and no shot's going to come off. It looks like Nebula may steal
Banana
away,
bread.
and there's the second banana bread, sealing the deal, and we have a double spy win on Modern in this quarterfinal.
Yeah, DA left what 2 seconds, 1.5 seconds after our contact came off. If we had waited any longer, we would have needed to do something else. So that was like last possible second, quite literally.
All right, well, that is it for Modern. A pair of absolutely fantastic spy games. And now we're moving over to Courtyard, where we can also see a lot of these very creative plays. We saw a white swap come off on Modern. Courtyard, another great place for those if Ethan decides to try it, but it'll be 4 games here. Ethan starting on the spy side as Twin in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
We're eyeing those statues, but we're not going to go for it. Here's a bug. It's definitely seen. Yeah, yeah. Before even the shot came off, it was. Oh, that was a quick game.
Well, sometimes you try your luck and you wave directly at the sniper. That one is not going to work, and that's the first game of Courtyard done. Let's move to the next.
Yeah, that was a very sad bounce. We just bounced our arm into the sniper's view. Either way, here's Boots.
Here's Boots. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
We're also eyeing the statues a little bit, but more so the ambassador, apparently.
Yeah, we are not set up for any shenanigans here immediately. Not a lot of statue visitors to start things off. Pretty full conversations. We're gonna. No, we thought about joining this chain, but Disney takes and resets.
Our ST leaves as well, so we're not going to even be able to do that. And now we're 45 seconds into the game without anything done.
Sounds like we need a time ad.
That's not what we're doing, though. Why?
We're sort of set up here for a bug, but the sniper's watching so closely, we just go and get the briefcase instead.
The circle for briefcase picking up on Courtyard is actually quite big, but this might have been just far enough to work. Maybe not, though. Either way, we do get a fingerprint, and as long as the sniper doesn't think it was an illegal briefcase, who cares?
Into conversation with the seduction target, we pick. No, we cannot pick up our first flirt. Nebula has not had a lot of good luck with seduction target this game so far. 2 minutes on the clock, 0 progress on anything except for 1 fingerprint, and this is getting dire.
I guess we're going back for it. We really want our flirt. Don't take too long for Nebula, otherwise they're gonna leave again.
Yeah, we do get the first flirt. It's white. It doesn't put us in a great spot. There is a briefcase down, but we're nowhere near it. I don't know what we want to do here. I mean, we may be looking at some kind of swap situation, just because what else do you do? Or bug? A good bug setup would get the game done, but it's tough at this point.
Yeah, I think we want to just go for a frame here. We're going for the green time ad, though, which I don't mind. If Nebula FireLordEthan sees us at the window, this might be not great. Yeah.
Yeah, we got put in a tough spot there. I think we had a couple of really unlucky things with the selection targets. Maybe it makes up for the double agent luck on Modern. You win some, you lose some. But we'll see what the players have for us in the second pair of Courtyard games. Will be FireLord.
Yeah, go for it.
Will be FireLordEthan on the spy side, playing as Irish. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
I was gonna say that's 100% a shot for time ad here.
For sure.
But yeah. Here we go for a flirt, though. Maybe at some point. There we go. No, see? Nope. This is why you don't wait too long.
You snooze, you lose. FireLordEthan now gonna have to chase the selection target to the next conversation. Of course, now this is soon enough that it might look like it's not 2 flirts, right? This has to. You still can only have 1 flirt on the selection target at this point, whether it was in the first conversation or second conversation. There will be a print left on the statue, so that's an option for us. Yeah, nice contact.
Yeah. I wish more spies thought of doing a contact after the real BB, but it's just hard to think about. When the mission's done, you're just like, okay, I don't need to think about contact at all anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But fake contact first. Now we're going to join our real double agent. I wonder if we're going to go for real now.
It's still really good. We have a couple more people out now, unfortunately, but we do finish seduction. So that's looking nice. 2 minutes on the clock. We have 1 mission done. I think that print is still there. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of time, but not too much either. We need to figure out what our standard third and fourth mission, mostly, because we usually go for inspect. Here's the real BB, though. Not a bad one.
I need to know what that low light on Duke was for that then got him brought back up to a highlight on the contact. That was really interesting. But a minute and a half left to play. No inspect yet of any kind, no statue visitor. It's hard to finish on Courtyard without going to statues. So, you have to think at some point in the next 75 seconds, you're gonna have no choice.
Yeah, we're good being offered a drink. We did just move, so we're not offered a drink. If Sniper sees that, it's not great, but I don't think it was seen. And Toby goes back to the other side of the venue. We've got only a minute left. I don't know what really our plan is. I guess Inspect Swap's the only plan here, unless we want to try and bug Inspect.
And a highlight after that conversation leave. I think we're in a really hard spot here.
40 seconds on the clock. What are you going to do? Purloin's going to be tough. Really, the only option I see is Inspect Swap, and we're going for that statue. And that's the shot. It was, unfortunately, yeah, that's just how the game goes sometimes. I don't quite know what our highlight is for, though.
Yeah, I don't know, it's just like when we left that conversation.
Either way, we've got a sniper win on our hands, and FireLordEthan is going to try to do the same here.
Last game of Courtyard playing as Alice. Nebula on the spy side in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Okay, yeah, straight into Windows for our seduction. This could pair us, though. Windows is the easiest place potentially to pair people with when they're really close like that. But we'll see if FireLordEthan does that.
Boots, our only statue visitor. So certainly keeping an eye on that as we are in this very empty conversation with our double agent. Nebula's happy about that.
Yeah, sadly the SDA's out, so this is not going to be the greatest contact if we do take it. We could wait for SDA to join. That is an interesting briefcase pickup. Did we try and hide it from the sniper? I didn't quite see where the laser was.
I was hoping we were going to contact with briefcase in hand, but this is good too. I'm into it. We step into statues, pick up a highlight. I feel like we're in a much better position at this point than we were last game for sure.
I mean, this is looking, if indeed that briefcase was not seen, this is looking like a very doable game. Because is FireLordEthan really going to shoot for 2 more flirts? Like, really? In 2 minutes?
Usually on Courtyard I think about doing statues behind. You've got to be kidding me!
We were too greedy on that one, I think. I think if we had waited, I don't know, 10 more seconds or 15 more seconds before that flirt, we might not have been shot. Because this looks like the perfect spy timing. I'll wait 5 seconds and then flirt.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you get punished for it.
Unreal. Well, that leaves us all tied up. Coming out of Courtyard 4-4 as we start heading over to Library. And we're out of the doubles, and the players now are going to be playing for every single point. Remember, it's first to 9, and if we get to Infinite Gallery, we can be hyped for that.
Yay!
But and Ethan has to be feeling good about that shot, to be honest. But now on the spy side of Library, playing as Kane in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Okay, we're eyeing our seduction target. It's not really working. I'm not convinced as to why we changed directions, and yeah, it doesn't work out because our SD also changes direction. So here we go again. Here's another 180. It's not the ballroom tournament, come on.
We turned around 6 times, it's fine.
Here's our flirt, though. 51%. At least we get rewarded for a green. We're eyeing those statues. I think we want to go for maybe some inspects. We're not looking at the ambassador and Toby.
No, but we're also going to be willing to sit here and wait for the cooldown to expire. We've got another 20 seconds or so before it will. And that is a lot of time, but now we've got red dress and center statues, I think. So, obviously we can't go there right now.
Yeah, I think the plan here is just a timer flirt at this point, which is fine. You're on library. You've got time. You do need to do 5 missions though, so don't wait too long. But yeah, here's the 45-second flirt window.
Yeah, the white is unfortunate. It would be nice if we were able to finish off there, but library, you have enough time to be able to catch your ST somewhere during the game.
And the red.
And a pretty nice contact, maybe 3-4 people out. And not all low lights taken.
Okay, we've got the 2 standard missions. Well, almost done. We're just missing 1 flirt, but we can do that anywhere with 15% missing. Now we need to find 3 more missions though in 3 minutes.
We're really checking out this ambassador. I mean, I don't know if we have enough cover here to do something.
Wow,
Apparently we do.
that is completely invisible. Especially with Kane's bugging arm there. Left arm is amazing, but that was just invisible to the sniper.
Okay, well that's 3 missions done. We got flirt done while we were looking at that. So now, okay, we still need 2 more. So like we can do our inspects, but that will not be enough. Purloin is often a great option on library, but we're just walking away from Toby, so we're not trying to get that done this moment. But Toby follows us, and eventually we decide we'll take the list. It's a white take. List is seen gone. We're walking away. No, that's not going to do it. Center statues into a gulp.
We're seen walking straight through the conversation after Purloin. I don't know if the Purloin was noticed. I think now it was. Yeah, now
it certainly has been. And yeah, there's the shot.
I think the best strategy here was probably, well, if you don't think you were dead immediately, maybe you thought you were safe, but maybe the best strategy was just swap and then some dancing. It's just try your luck here.
I'm looking at this Twitch bug. It's I mean, just fantastic. Can I just call it fantastic? I think that's what I'm going to call it. Right in front of the laser too.
It's just really hard to see, if not impossible.
All right, well, Nebula, after that sniper win, is on the spy side, playing as Salmon. On library, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, playing it. And no 30 seconds of AI control here on library, which is an option actually, given how many bounces you're going to have in Chaos. Instead, we find our selection target flirt and bounce. That's 34% into blue books.
Yeah, you could try going for some AI bounces at the beginning, but then take control pretty quickly. This is one of the venues where it works the best. Spy suspicious though for
everybody that had that bookcase got highlight. There were 3 at bookcase. You know what they say about that? What they say is that it's perfectly legal, by the way.
Not for FireLordEthan, apparently. And he's right.
Here's our white test behind the pillar, out of conversation, and it is actually kind of visible.
I wish we hadn't gone out while Blazer was on us. Then it would have been nice, but it's still nice. We got a microfilm in pocket. They always say the second one's the hardest, though. .5 minutes remaining. We've got 1 microfilm in pocket. Here's our second flirt. Again, white, but we don't mind it too much. What's going to be our third, fourth mission, though?
I mean, to start off, gonna have to worry more about the transfer, to be honest. I mean, we've already done 1 cheese transfer. We might have gotten away with it. We might not have. There was some visibility, especially given the highlight. With 3 minutes on the clock. And I do wonder if that's something that Ethan is expecting Nebula to do, which is why the bookcase visitors got that highlight to make them more visible. But yeah, we still have to do the second one. We are gonna head to books now to give us a chance to do it.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate. We didn't take. Oh, neutral suspicion. We didn't take that contact, but we saw our ST at center statues, so I think that makes sense. But the conversations were quite packed, so that's a little unfortunate. We do have a bookcase though, and we're not highlight anymore, which I wonder why.
We're standing here inside general. It's fine.
long time at Windows. It should be fine. We could just put that book back somewhere else if we wanted to. We didn't take the microfilm out.
We did. We did. We have microfilm in pocket. You have to put it back to get the transfer done. So we have to do another animation.
Well, we've got 2 minutes on the clock to do so. And, yeah, double agent's not in the conversation. We can't be offered a drink. We've got a book in hand. Our options are quite reduced here if we don't do something with this book. And if we want to put it back in the yellow bookcase, it's going to be a long walk, especially with 90 seconds remaining.
Here's the action test. We are completely off screen, completely invisible. And so now we have 90 seconds to put this book back and get 3 more missions on library from scratch. But no, we're just going to stand at a window.
But why this position? This is the suspicious spot because it's behind the pillar. And indeed, we have FireLordEthan who rotated their camera to see it more clearly. Okay, this briefcase is from far away. We can only technically get redirected to it if we wanted to pick it up. We can't just pick path to it directly from where we were. But as long as the sniper doesn't notice. Yeah. We don't have a choice.
I forget what I said about being under a minute. Never mind.
Not the case anymore. Just give it 20 seconds. In the meantime, we're going to put this book back. Yep.
All right, that'll be our second mission done. So, okay, that's 2 out of 5 at that point. But Gabriel, I have bad news for you.
Yes,
we're under a minute.
Oh no. We also have the slow beeps here. Fingerprint failed, which is unfortunate, but we couldn't have finished anyway. But we've got 50 seconds now.
I mean, we're in the slow beeps. We could just do another green time ad. Very dangerous, because if you white, the beeps stop. Would be unfortunate. But the clock will hang, which will help.
You just need to do it when the sniper's clock reaches 0. Okay, here's the other fingerprintable statue. We didn't get the other one, so let's get this one. We'll finish. We could go for a swap, but it's being watched. There's going to be some overtime if we don't do it right now. We missed.
There's the swap.
Yep, there's going to be 2 seconds, 3 seconds of
I
overtime.
think we're going to get away with this. Sniper's not looking. It's visible now. We didn't see it. The clock will...
No, yeah.
Wow.
Not enough overtime. That was 2 seconds of overtime, which is not counting reaction time, just very hard to shoot for.
Yeah, especially with probably, a second and a half of sync delay or whatever it might be.
Yep. Oh, Nebula getting the lead here.
Yeah, taking the lead with a double library win, which was Ethan's pick. So the pressure's on at this point, 6-4. And the remaining venues are not going to be easy for Ethan to double. I mean, we've got Veranda, extremely difficult map. And then Tayen and Aquarium are a little bit more wild cards. But Nebula could potentially pick up a couple match points. Starting on the sniper side of Veranda, Ethan playing as Queen in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
As a reminder, we are going to 1st to 9, so still 3 games away from winning here. But we are, yep, no, that conversation's full. That doesn't work. So let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, you were talking about how long it takes to walk from one side of Veranda to the other, and Queen doesn't make it any easier. A relatively slow-moving character, it can take you a good 20 seconds to simply traverse the map from one side to the next.
Yep, you do one time ad on one side of the venue, go to the other side, and then go back, and it's like nothing changed.
That's why you have to do 2.
Only if you get a green one at first.
All right, well, we move in with our seduction target. We will be able to pick up our first flirt with under 4 minutes on the clock. There it goes. It's a green flirt, so that's something. Toby's also nearby, and there is at least a little bit of a chain. We're not being offered to yet. Smallman is right behind us. And what's he going to do? He's going to take. Unfortunate.
could have been a very nice chain indeed. We really don't want to be offered a drink to. Which, I mean, if Nebula has been looking at the replays and seen that FireLordEthan twitches to not get offered a drink, like he could be looking out for it, especially if there's one person who's not getting offered at any point. But it's hard to do so, obviously, and nope, we're not getting a drink. We don't want a drink. Toby, get out.
All right, there's our second flirt. 2 greens. Very nice to see. Toby's still around here. But like you're saying, that there's the take. I don't think we can do anything at this point, really.
And now we're getting offered. No, not even. That's our ST. Here's
Pretty
fake
good
mana red.
contact. We took 2 lowlights, but we didn't get the contact ourselves, as you're saying. So time running down. You know, I don't know what you have to do on Veranda when you're running out of time, but we better figure it out.
You know what you got to do when you run out of time?
There it is. And it's another green test. Both of these spies have had very impressive green rates so far in these games, I would say. I haven't been keeping stats, but it seems like we're hitting them when we need them.
Again, briefcase is illegal. We were way too far, but it's very hard for the sniper to notice that, and you don't want to shoot someone for that.
I mean, with the things we've seen these players shoot for, I'm not at all convinced that that's true. We do pick up no fingerprint from that briefcase, unfortunately. So we're at 2 minutes 43 with just seduction target done.
Yeah, not only an illegal briefcase, we don't even get anything for it. Here's our real contact this time instead of the fake one. Maybe at some point. Conversation's full, so this is nice. There we go.
Ambassador's coming close. And this is a crowded conversation. There's the bug! The rotation to look for it is there, but the visibility is not. I don't think. That might be clean.
I guess we'll see. We've got 2 minutes to finish 3 more missions. Contact can be one of them. Not great conversations. We're taking it anyway. There's only like 9 suspects. Everyone else is outside of a conversation.
So that's going to come off here. Probably going to be a low light that takes it. Unfortunately, we're highlighted statues, and it's going to be a swap. Pro line comes off. We're rotating to see the swap. It's visible, but we don't notice it. Nebula rotating back to the right. That's the wrong direction. 3 seconds. We need to shoot right now. Do we take the shot?
God. How much time was that remaining?
None.
Wow.
I mean, it's hard to see exactly from the timestamps, but the game's calling it 9.5 out of 10 seconds.
I see 0.5 the moment. Yeah, it's just, yeah.
So, an extremely clutch shot from Nebula to maintain the lock on this lead. But a fantastic game to be honest. That shot had to come off at the last second. You saw the swap, the pro line. The bug was super clean. A really nice effort, I think, from Ethan on a venue as difficult as Veranda.
Yeah, 1 second later, I think we would have gotten a sniper shot too late for sync easily. And then 2 more and it would have been over. That's how close this game was.
All right, well, it's a game of inches, it's a game of seconds, and here comes Nebula on the spy side of Veranda, trying to get to match point. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Spy I control, but yeah, if we're going to a bookcase with a drink, we might as well take control. Ambassador's near, but they're going to move away after. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, someone joined their conversation, so they're going to stay there for a bit.
We've got green and teal at green bookcase. Very nicely coordinated. But we're just going to put the book back. Ambassador's walking away. No bug opportunity here, really. But there is a briefcase, which we will not get. Unfortunately, we get beaten to it, so we have to bounce back off. We're headed towards the Ambassador. This is a very bad bug position, so we do not take anything. We're just kind of meandering around, kind of wandering, looking for something to do as we end up with one of the worst possible people to join our conversation.
Yeah, the suspected double agent is not the person you want in a conversation. They're going to stop our real double agent from ever joining this conversation until they leave at the very least. And until then, you're just burning time.
Speaking of burning time, it's now down to over a minute that we've used up. And Not a lot to show for it. The seduction target does join an empty conversation. It's gonna be tough for us to get there in time to catch her. And here's the ambassador.
We've got a very nice conversation now with Double Agent and Seduction Target if we wanted to join that at some point. Ambassador leaves, so that's not going to be a possibility for now. But I think we need to start moving or frame someone.
I know we talked last series about, using some long games with low spy percents to recover. I don't think Nebula is going to be a player who's looking to do that as we head over to our selection target. But this is going to be our first piece of mission progress is a green flirt with under 3 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, that's 2 minutes before, almost 2 minutes before our first progress. Double Agent leaves, so we're not even going to be able to do that. And we're going to statues to pick up some inspects.
You say inspects because I think.
Oh no! We moved too early.
It's a reasonable idea, right? You try to do the swap. You try to make sure you weren't seeing the statues. Unfortunately, you stepped away just before the statue managed to get back on the little pedestal, and that leaves very little doubt as to what just happened.
That was potentially less than 0.1 seconds before. Like, all these games are being played at anything that's very close margins.
All right. Well, we are still very close here in this game. The score looks pretty far apart, but in all honesty, we're one game pair away from tying it up and moving to infinite gallery. Everybody keep that in mind, that's coming. And so heading over to Tayen, which is going to be a venue very unlike the ones we've seen so far, to be honest, very different. FireLordEthan on the spy side playing as Pearls in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Nope, that's not the book pad. There we go. Now that's the book pad.
We pick up 51% flirt at this bookcase. We will also pick up the book. There it is.
Ambassador says hi. We could try something if we wanted to. It's not the right side, really, if we wanted to go bug there, but we could try anyway.
Not going to be possible at this point. So we joined the conversation with really nothing to it. Definitely keep an eye on the party, though, because Tayen, a very frameable venue if somebody stands just a little bit too close to Cowboy.
Double Agent doesn't join our conversation, sadly. We do have our ST joining our conversation, though, so this could be a potential 2-flirt.
Take an innocent drink. You love to see that. A fake contact with really full conversations. Very good. And we hit the green flirt. That's a nice set of actions there to really set up a lot of heat on the sniper.
Yeah, you just wish Smallman was in. Then we would have had the mission on top of it. That would have been amazing. Sadly, our conversation's full, and we've got 2 minutes to figure out who we want to frame or contact and finish our missions. What do you think here? What's the game plan here? Well, that's a possible game plan.
I think that might be a game plan, to be honest. Like, I think you take this contact, you just add so many more suspects by doing it. Okay, never mind. Never mind, and then never mind again.
A double never mind here. We do take it. White contact. Here's the banana bread. This time we've got a couple of lowlights, which is fine. Now we've got 90 seconds to figure out 2 missions, though.
That was a really cool maneuver by Red Dress after that contact. Might look a little strange. We did knock out 2 suspects with that second contact. I don't know if mission win is the play here. We're already highlight for this pairing. We're already staying next to the person that we were paired with. So I think finishing here is going to be very difficult. We request right after a chain breaks. We do a little twitch to cancel the request. Don't know if that was seen. Nebula does sometimes see those kinds of twitches. Red Dress gets brought up. A minute on the clock. I think here you got to be thinking of frame.
I'd really love for Nebula to look at the replay and notice those twitches. I mean, it's really hard, though, to notice Toby's going somewhere and then not because of a twitch. But it would be really a hype shot if you didn't manage to notice that. Either way, we've got 40 seconds on the clock, and this is not looking like a mission win countdown.
No, the question is though, like, what do you do? How much agency do you have left in this game? Because if you're planning to do a frame, you have to do something to cause a frame. You have to take a purloin, you have to swap a statue, and if the party isn't giving you a reason to do any of those things, once the ambassador takes a drink, there's nothing that helps you at this point.
Yeah, we could have had a chain here. It would have been nice, but there's no shot coming off in the next 5 seconds. And this fake banana bread is
That's not going to
not
get
going to
it
cut
done.
it. Yeah, that's an unfortunate game. We were already pairing here. We had some contact, a seduce. Inspect swap would have been a possibility, but we're almost certainly dead for it. There's not much you can do.
All right, well, that puts Nebula on match point. Ethan's going to have to win the spy game on Tayen and then sweep his pick of Aquarium, which would be an extremely hype way to get into gallery. But Nebula could win it all right here, head straight into the semifinals, playing as General on Tayen. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
3 game points it is. AI control again for the beginning of this game. I'm not necessarily convinced by staying too long on it. But maybe half a minute to a minute is not necessarily that bad.
Well, what do the two of us know? I mean, we've got here a bunch of people going to statues already. They're going to have a bunch of heat on them. And, you know, Nebula's going to have a chance to take advantage of that at some point. You got Smallman at center statues on Tayen. I mean, come on.
Now you contact and you go swap for Smallman. We're not doing any of that, though. We're just staying in AI control. It's been 45 seconds.
You have to take this contact. No, you don't even take the contact when Double Agent joins Smallman. I think that's a mistake. I think you have to take that contact. Smallman goes center, inspects, comes to a statue, Double Agent joins, and you don't take the contact. You have a game plan that is too high level for me to understand.
Is Nebula at the keyboard? Maybe they forgot the game was on. They didn't take control. Like they just went to grab a drink and then the game started.
Maybe they're just hyping themselves up for Aquarium, trying to remember all the shark timings and write down a game plan.
Got the little paper with all the timings written down.
What, don't we all? Just paste it next to the monitor?
Yeah. It's a little post-it note, right?
Yeah. All right, well, 100 seconds left in this game. Nebula does not appear to be interested in winning it. So I think as we're going into Aquarium, I mean, Aquarium is going to play a lot, I think, like, with some obvious differences, play a lot like Modern, Courtyard, some of these venues that we've seen already. And, we've taken control. Alert, we've taken control. And Smallman is out for it.
Yeah, I don't think we're happy with that. If we can build up a chain here to purloin here, that would be perfect. Or we could just purloin right now.
Yeah, it's the white test, sure.
That's the game. Not a quick one, but in terms of the spy control, it is one. Not much more to say about this game.
Nebula's still on match point. Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have 2 games to play on Aquarium, and Ethan has to sweep both of them to take us to overtime. So, by no means an easy feat to win a spy game here on Aquarium with Nebula behind the gun. 4 minutes on the clock, playing as Twin for his tournament life. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Interesting path, but very interesting path. Okay. Well, we could just go to an innocent conversation behind the shark here.
Do people look at paths in SpyParty in 2025? Are people aware of those?
What do you mean? What are pads?
All right, well, we're heading over to our seduction target. We'll pick up a first floor. Double Agent is here as well. conversations are not that great. We have a bunch of people at bar, we've judged a couple people at statues, so I don't think we're going to be taking this, but it is a green flirt to start things off.
I actually don't mind this contact too much. I mean, there's quite a little bit too many people outside. This is more like a gallery contact, but it doesn't matter. Double agent leaves. I guess we're just going to timer flirt and finish this flirt soon and think of our 3 other missions.
I mean, do you have to play your spy game any differently when you know it's a must win?
You
Because I think
shouldn't.
this is the first spy game that Ethan has had to play that is literally a must win for the tournament.
We're going to be behind the shark. There's not much we can do here, though, apart from maybe contact, as both SDAs are out. Double agent does not join us, even though we were eyeing them. Here's the fake. It's just known fake, so that's not. This is very unfortunate.
Yeah, this is not going Ethan's way. I mean, at some point you have to think you have to take advantage of the shark. Ambassador is in a potentially vulnerable position and gets forced out. So I don't you don't have a choice at this point to not win, right? You have to win. So at every second that ticks by, you're just limiting your choices of what you're going to have to do in the last 60 seconds, 30 seconds of this game. And they're getting worse and worse.
Maybe you can try and delegate to Alice here. They've got a credit of bug. Just try and get some contact on her as well. But this is looking very precarious.
You could bug here. You could bug here. You have a chance. We don't take it.
FireLordEthan is not AI controlled, so they are going for bookcase. Okay, yeah, that's an interesting one. Going for some book shenanigans. What else can you do? This party's not giving you anything.
The book is just so slow is the problem. We only have 60 seconds left and it just goes back in. Oh, it's all bad. I mean, you're going to have to take this bug. I don't think you have any choice at this point. Yet there it is.
Oof,
We wave at the
no.
sniper. It is very visible.
And it's
There's
not
the
what even
highlight.
take. This looks like a Nebula win. I mean, I want FireLordEthan to try everything and win this, but here's our seduction target being finished.
40 seconds left in this tournament. Unless Ethan can pull off a spy win, we have one mission done. The laser's keeping a close eye on us because of that bug. I think it's going to be impossible for us to mission win at this point, but I don't think there's anyone that we can frame. 28 seconds now in the middle conversation, and Ethan looking perhaps resigned to the fate. But you have to try something. We're headed to bar. 19 seconds. I don't think we have enough time at this point to mission win. It has to be hoping that someone is delegated to us and someone randomly gets shot. If we even have time to take a drink, the clock will not hang. It's over. It's over. Nebula's going to win this tournament.
2 seconds. Purloin, but if there's no hang.
And that is going to be Nebula heading straight into the semifinals, where they will be facing Astatine Effect and what is sure to be a match for the ages. But of course, congratulations to FireLordEthan as well, taking us to the final venue on this extremely competitive match.
Yeah, honestly, that's just how it goes sometimes. You get swept on one venue and then it's over. That's just sniper wins, except we saw some really good spy wins, though. Very impressive.
We really did it. We saw some absolutely banana shots. The shot on Courtyard, the shot on Ballroom with like a second to go, the shot on Modern. I mean, just amazing high-level skills and plays from both sides of the laser. And I can't imagine what kind of plays we're going to see as the tournament progresses. If it was anything like this, it's going to be one for the books.
That's for sure. Well, thank you everyone for watching. I think that's it for us for now.
Yeah, but there's much more SpyParty to come. Of course, we still have several matches to play in this cup, and I think if we want to just look and see what's coming ahead, of course, on the other side of the bracket, we have Opie versus Hoffnung coming up, and Aragoria versus Jay Scarney, and that will be deciding your second semifinal. And then after Acetine and Nebula play into the finals, we'll have the last match. And so plenty to play for, all to come. And I hope everyone looks forward to seeing it. But in the meantime, that'll be us. I have been Corvus Mallory.
I've been Gabriel.
And our host, of course, has been Gentleman. We will see you all here next time when there's more SpyParty to cast.
See you later.